Hi guys. I had another question asked to me, and they said, okay, so you're going to Santa Fe, New Mexico. Would you pack the same way for Santa Fe as you would for a cruise? Absolutely not. And would you do your stashing cash? If you guys have seen my other videos, I do envelopes where I put a title on the top and I start stashing cash in there so I don't have any real unexpected debit or credit card charges. And a lot of times when I do that, sometimes I won't even use all that money. So I'll just put it in my wallet or I'll add it to another envelope so I have more money to spend someplace else. Um, and then even you can have the money, if you have it in your wallet and you want to use it for something, you can. So they asked me, well, what do you do? And so I have some notes. I'm sorry, I'm a work in progress. A very imperfect human being. The airport. So for the airport, I do that for because I need assistance. I'll a little something for the person that helps me get through security and gets me to the gate. And then for food or drinks or whatever I like, I usually like to start my day leaving with mimosa, just because it's kind of like my mental, like, okay, I'm on, like, I only have mimosas for like holidays, like Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter. And so it just sets me in that mood. I'm like, yes, I am on vacation. Okay. And then so the day before in vacation, we always travel we were doing, when we've gone with our friends, we've gone in 2 days, but with my daughter, we went in one day before, and I kind of liked it, and because we stayed 2 days after, so I really felt we had more time to rest, and then if you go in one day, you're just super excited, and then it's great, and the money for that would be food. If you have to do, I do Ubers on my credit card. Don't use your debit card. But with the hotel that we stayed at last time, they shuttled us almost everywhere we needed to go. And so the next one is Embarkation Day. And that is, I strongly suggest to have breakfast somewhere before you get on the ship. I just find it better because then you're not fighting all these people to get food because your tummy's full, and you can go find a place, on the Lido or up on the Arbor deck where you can look down and watch the sail away party. So that's what I feel is good. And then my next one is the room steward. And so for the room steward, everyone has their own thing that they like to do. I find for me, I've done it two different ways. I've done envelopes where when the room steward comes and introduces themselves, I give them a little something in an envelope. And there's cards that you can get on Amazon that I have on my other videos, but you can just go on Amazon and look up thank you cards for cruising, and that's what I use. And then and I do that every day. And then before debarkation, I give a final little thank you to the room steward. And I usually find that, we never have any needs. In fact, they're just like right on it. But even when I was on the horizon, I wasn't sure. And I waited till the end and I asked him, I'm like, do you like to be, he was just thankful to be tipped. He was like, whatever. But so that's what I did. But then I think I like doing every day. So the next one, money for the ports. I like to use cash. And so I really thought through my head, okay, I'm going to Catalina. What do we think we're going to do? Well, we're going to shop, and we're going to go to a restaurant and get food. And then, maybe try out a snack, get a couple drinks. And so I just kind of tally that in my head. And then I don't fill it all at once, obviously. But as the time progresses, I start, putting that in there and what I want. And then for those who like to test the casino, I do that too. And I do that because it's really easy to spend too much money in there. You get kind of especially if you're having a couple drinks or whatever and you're having fun. So I did mine. Ours was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because we got in on Monday. And then Thursday night was the last night because we debarked on Friday. And so I actually was kind of waiting, so I wasn't really using one night I didn't use like hardly any. And then, so I just switched that over to the next. And yeah, and actually, I forgot to cash my money out on the last day, and Carnival sent me a check. And so debarkation, and what we did this time, like I said, last time we did 2 days before, 1 day after. This time we did 2 days after. And so I really thought into that, like, how much do I want to have for each day? And then shopping, food, all that kind of jazz. And then actually was, so we got back and we got settled in. We stayed at the same hotel. We got settled in, and I just really wanted to like de-stress. And so I have a video where you can see that I had coffee and a mimosa. But then there was this little area in front of the Hilton where you can just kind of look out. And yeah, I got a glass of wine, but I didn't realize it was $17. $17 for a glass of Chardonnay. I was like, okay. So we actually did a little trick that we did was we went on Uber Eats, and they have like grocery stores and stuff. So we just ordered I ordered some wine and then some snacks for Becca and I for the first night. So we actually didn't go out to dinner. But we did go the second day. I did a video on Nick's on second. And I believe it's a long form. And Sweet Jill's, yeah, they're both long forms. I would really, oh my gosh, it was great. And then, yeah, credit card, not debit card, just because it's much easier to control that as opposed to debit card. Yeah. Anyway, all that being said, I don't even remember the quote. Oh, you guys have to laugh at me. I love you. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.